are here to share our wonderful experiences with X39 and or any other patch. Good morning, Connie.
Good morning.
And so I'm going to open up the round table. We call it a round table, as our wonderful Judy Daniel says. This is a round table, which means we are having a discussion. We're like family, close friends, and we're here to share our experiences with these amazing patches and this wonderful technology that we are so blessed with. So I thought I would just ask if anyone had a share regarding Thanksgiving, because I know it's been a week and a half and it feels like it was a long time ago, but before Thanksgiving, in one of these morning chats, we talked about how we might share with friends and family around the Thanksgiving table. And I spoke to Robin last night. And she said no one said anything about that in the last call last week. So I thought I would open it up and see if any of our 12 participants has anything to share about what you may have done at Thanksgiving. So I'm going to open it up, and please feel willing to. We'd love to hear from any one of you. If any of you had any experiences with family and friends at Thanksgiving.
I'll go ahead and start. Our Thanksgiving was very small, and the conversation would have been with my wife and my mother-in-law, who have been using the patches for as long as I have. And so what I chose to do with Thanksgiving, because it was a rather unusual day, was to prepare for Friday, Black Friday. And I made a commitment to myself. Look at Robin, new haircut. Dang. Look at Robin.
Called wet head.
So I prepared and mentally got myself ready to sell. I wanted to sell 10 Alvitas, and I ended up selling 11.
Oh my gosh, John.
So that really is how I use Thanksgiving.
Wow. So did you use your Facebook Live, John? Is that?
I did, but what I did was I called every single customer starting like 2 days before, even though I wasn't supposed to say anything. And I called every distributor, whether they were active or not. And so by the time Friday rolled around, I still had some to call, and I just got myself really focused on it. I did do some lives, and I hadn't used the product personally, so I didn't really have any testimonies, but I just talked about how excited I was and the fact that it was 50% off, and it worked, and worked really well.
Now you said Alavita, right?
Yeah, the promo, the Trio promo.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So you had stocked up in anticipation?
No, I had none.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I just promoted it, and
you promoted the heck out of it. Good.
I promoted the heck out of it. Good. Because at 50%, at $75, I mean, I asked my wife, I said, how much is skincare? I mean, I don't know, but women, I've watched her spend $200-300 systems.
Right.
And so I just said, this is a great deal. And people do like to try new things on skincare systems.
That's a beautiful share. Oh my gosh, John. Did anyone else take advantage of the specials that we've had in terms of promoting, or did anyone have any experiences over Thanksgiving? Back to that question. I know maybe Thanksgivings were small this year, but did anyone have an opportunity to share with friends or family about our wonderful technology? Please share.
We had some friends over that got in really early to LifeWave, and we just talked about what they're sitting on. which is massive. So we started talking about, this is a product call, but we started talking about business and what an incredible opportunity they have with what is going on in the business below them because they came on early. Morning, Mike. So it was more of a brainstorming of ideas, and it got kind of exciting. So it was fun to reach out to people that maybe haven't been active in a while and let them see what they've got going on.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. So, it doesn't have to be just about Thanksgiving. Let's open up the round table. We have now 19 people. Yay! Welcome, everyone. I'm Michelle Niels, if you came on in the last few minutes, and I'm filling in for Karen O'Neill. And this is our chance to share our hip hip hoorays about LifeWave X39 as well as the other patches. So I'm going to start and just share my. Many of you have heard this story, but I'm sure some of you have not. So this is one of those wow stories about the X39. This happened this past summer. I reached into a trash can rather vigorously because I lifted it up and it was from the laundry room. So it was supposed to just have lint and dryer sheets in it. And for some reason it was heavy. And I was like, why is this heavy? And I stuck my right hand in to see what was in there. And I sliced my middle finger so deeply, I just let out a scream, and it was a 10 out of 10 pain. The fingertips are very sensitive, and I was almost out of my mind with the pain. And my boyfriend at the time said, "Let's put it under cold water." I'm like, no, I just knew that would be really bad and painful, but we did, and I couldn't stand it for like more than a second. So I said, I have to go to the ER. Take me to the ER right now. I knew this was bad. And I wrapped it 2 or 3 times. I soaked through paper towels, soaked through 2 or 3 paper towels with blood, just instantly. And I wrapped one more, and I had enough presence of mind to grab my X39 before we went to the ER. And I had one on the back of my neck, but I thought I want like the fresh baby right now. So I laid it on the outside of the paper towel. So it was about half an inch away from the cut. And I am not exaggerating. Within 1 minute, the pain went from a 10 to a 5. I mean, it was cut in half. And I turned to my boyfriend and I said, I can't believe this. I'm like, I have my brain back. I'm like, I can think. It's like, it still hurts, but it is so much better. And I got some, I saw the doctor and they packed it with some, there was nothing to stitch because there was literally a hole like cut out of my finger. And I don't know if you can see in the camera, but it's my middle finger, and it has nothing. It barely even has a scar. And after I was treated, they wrapped my finger and I put both X39 and IceWave on this, and I was able to get through the night without any pain medicine. And it healed. They said it would take about 3 to 4 weeks, and it was about half that time. So that's one of my woohoo amazing X39 and IceWave stories. So opening it up, who would like to share? We're looking forward to hearing from any one of you.
I'll go.
Yay.
Okay, this was my first experience with X39. I had just gotten the product in, and I work out in the mornings about 3 times a week, and I'm very consistent, so I know my body quite well. And I put an X39 on the back of my neck, got to the gym, and every piece of equipment that I worked with, I had to add more weight to. And then on my drive home from the gym, I was like amazed because my vision was just better. I mean, my eyesight was better. It was crazy. And then, and that night I had the best sleep that I had in 6 months. So I don't know, I guess it worked.
Oh, and that was after how many days?
That was within half an hour after putting the patch on is when I went to the gym.
Oh my gosh.
So that was all happened within the first day.
Wow. Yay. Thank you for sharing, Satsunder. We love to hear your stories, everyone. So please don't need to be shy. You're with friends here. We'd love to hear from you. So who else would like to share?
Michelle, go ahead, Renelle.
Okay,
Go.
I have a story. It's not about me, but it's about a friend. And it's not Thanksgiving, but 2 days ago or Friday, I had to go to town, and I stopped to see this friend. Well, anyway, she was having a hard time sitting, and so we had to go into the living room after supper, and she was telling me then that she's had I don't want to use any bad words here, but her side of her leg had been really hurting for 2 months. And so last year, I've given her some X39 patches. I asked her, I mean, I'm not very good at follow-up. She just said she didn't need them. Well, so anyway, I said, well, do you have any of those patches left? And she said, well, yes. She said she forgot all about them. And so she was going to try, but I haven't followed up. So I guess I need to follow up, call her this morning and if she's put them on. And then I'll get back to you done. But she said she's really been having a lot of problems.
Thank you
So-
for sharing, Renelle. And yes, as Gregory and Robin always share, the fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune and the friendship are in the follow-up. So great. Yes, please report back to us after you've checked in with your friend. And Renelle, you said you not to name any names, and I forgot to share the disclaimer. So on these calls, we don't name disease states. We can name symptoms, and we can talk about what you felt like before, what patch you used, and then how you felt afterward. So no disease names, because we do not diagnose or treat any disease. So who is next? Who wants to share with this wonderful group this morning?
Tina.
I would just like to say, we started with these patches a year ago because of tremendous pain that my husband was enduring. And now a year later, I'd like to tell people not to give up on the patches, because while he still has pain, he has been able to do things through our evacuations and our move that he would never have been able to have done a year ago. So all I can say is I'm grateful for the patches, and I'm grateful for the progress we've made, and we're hoping he'll have more progress in the next year, but don't give up on them, because they really do help.
Well said, Tina. Yeah, I can't remember who it was on one of the calls who said, you can't feel your hair growing, you can't feel your bones like re-knitting, or your gut lining healing. You don't necessarily feel everything that the patches are doing, but I just keep going back to the science. If people have a question, like, I don't think it's doing anything, I'll suggest, first of all, make sure that you give it the full 90 days before you say that you don't notice anything. And then the health benefits tracker, and hopefully all of you are using that. It's a wonderful tool. I have shared that with like probably 95% of my people, but once in a while I forget to send it out. And then the person, I talk to them a couple weeks later and they'll say, I don't know if I'm noticing anything. And I'll say, what about the health benefits tracker? And if they say, oh, I don't have it, oops, okay, I'll get that right off to them. So that's really helpful as well. Who else would like to share?
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, this is not a Thanksgiving one, but Friday, when I get stressed out, it like goes to my back, the stress. And so something happened early Friday morning, and it went straight to my lower back. And I was just trying to just calm myself down. And I'm like, okay, so I put an Eon on my lower back, and within seconds, it's like the pain, the nerve endings just release the stress and stuff. I really like the Eon. So it's kind of like the fight or flight. I was just like, oh, like, nope, just relax, And so anyway, then I spoke with the person afterwards, like, this is what happened. This is, let's talk differently. So there was that. And then Saturday, I had a full day, walked out of the house without an X39 on. And I'm like, okay, this will just be my day without one on. So sometimes I do that. I shouldn't have And then of course my grandchildren came over later that day, and I was holding the youngest, everything. It was a good day, but it was just too much for me. And I kept working till like 11 o'clock that night, and I was just feeling it. I'm like, okay, I definitely have to put one on in the morning, and I did. And yesterday was much better. The X39 is just a gem. I felt that I struggle with feet pain really bad, and I used to have an autoimmune disease, and so if I don't take care of myself, even though I don't have it anymore, I can still feel my body kind of has a tendency to just kind of like start tightening up. So I just thank the Lord so much for these patches. And then the Alavita, I did order me. I sent out so many text messages to people like, oh my goodness, this is a really good deal. But I was the only one that ordered it, but that's okay because I love the Alavita. For me, the patch works better to help me sleep than the Silent Night. But that's a personal preference. And I did not put an Alavita on last night, and I tossed and turned.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's that one. And then yesterday, a friend of mine came up to me, and and I didn't even realize this, which was bad on my part. She has not been ordering on auto ship for a while. There was a mess up with her card a couple of months ago. We got her back on it, but apparently we didn't reset her up on auto ship. But she says right now she can't afford it, but she's going to get back on it next year. So because she goes, I feel a difference. She goes, I don't have as much energy, and she's in her 60s. And she says the pain in my hips and my feet. So she goes, I know it works. And in the meantime, she's still talking to her daughter saying, your husband has got to get on this because he needs a hip replacement. And she said, even though he might still need surgery, he still needs to get on these X39s. So I thought that was pretty neat, even though she had to get off of it right now because of, financially, but she is going to get back on it. So I think that's really cool.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks, Stacy. Love your shares, hon. Thank you. And we have just a couple minutes left. Is anyone just bursting with enthusiasm here? Passion, enthusiasm on this Monday morning that wants to share before we turn it over to Robin and Gregory for announcements? Who else would like to share a testimonial? Either yours or someone else's. We'd love to hear them.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi,
So I'm one of those people who did not have, other than better sleep, I didn't have a wow experience. And I didn't take a lot of before and after pictures, I wasn't really thinking about it 11 months ago. The other day I looked down 11 months in, and I've been 40 years in a career on my feet. And I looked down and realized that the vast majority of my spider veins and broken capillaries are gone.
Oh my gosh.
There's 11 months. There's
Oh my gosh.
about the long term of hanging in there, as Stacy said.
Great. Thank you, Connie. That's a great one.
Wow.
Long term. We're in here for the long term, for the lifetime, right, you guys? We're lifers. We're life wave lifers.
Michelle, I have one.
Oh, go ahead, please, Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I'm fairly new to the group, a couple, 3 months, and I had, boy, where did it start? A lot of numbness in my hands with a common thing that many of us, as we get older, I'm 66 now, and so my body's starting to tell me that, and starting to fall apart in a couple areas. Also, some numbness and such in my legs. And I tried other things, CBD, etc., and I was getting some relief, but I still had about a 3 on a 10 scale on both of those. And so I've been making it my purpose in life to get those handled. And so the patches I was introduced to by a very good friend, and then literally at the same time I was going to Arizona, so I went to Phoenix and saw Dr. Nicholas, and So, and he treated me. He did put the Eon on my up at my shoulder here, and literally it handled the numbness in my hands. And in those couple months since, my numbness in my legs are all but gone as well. So, and I wear the X39 on a daily basis. So I don't know which it is. I don't know if it's the X39 or the Eon or both, but I knew inflammation was involved. So I needed to get the Eon involved in this whole treatment. But so I've been handling it sort of holistically and attacking it like I would, any case, right? So I've been having, it's all but gone. And I just continue to do so and share those experiences with others and get the business growing at the same time. So it's really cool.
Great. Thank you, Mike. Yes. Well, Dr. Nicholas always says, just patch. I mean, like he talked about the wallpaper method, you're not going to hurt yourself. So there is absolutely no reason to just not to just try whatever you've got on hand. And even some unusual uses for some of these patches that you might not even think that they would, work for that particular condition. So
I have just a quick 1 minute or
Yes.
less.
Okay. John.
I've been wearing these for 18 months. I feel younger every single day, and I can do more things at 68 than I've ever been able to do.
Oh,
And one of those is working my business, and also I'm remodeling my house.
oh my God.
So
Wow.
I'm just thrilled. So if that's a disease, I don't know, just to live younger.
Well, the light in your eyes speaks volumes, John. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, we're kind of at the bottom of our time here at 9:22. So I think Robin and Gregory are going to share what's happening tonight and over the next week or two. So go ahead, Robin and Gregory.
All right. Well, first of all, there's a special in case you haven't seen it yet. You get 2 X39s and 1 S6 free. That's a $70 value. And if you know people that have challenges with hot flashes and with cyclical female hormonal headaches and things like that, and want to cut cravings, that's what it was designed for. This is a great time. It's very, very timely for that. So that just started. It goes through Sunday. I just wanted to say the value of sharing stories. Michelle shared her story about her finger. I looked at my finger that got smashed between a water pump when I was a child, and I got 7 stitches, and I cannot even see the scar. I mean, I never looked, and it's gone. It's gone. So that's fun. So stories tomorrow night is Dr. Shauna's last Tuesday night. She will be filling in for people. So load up the lines and give her a big, wonderful support. Let's see, the call tonight. Well, I think a lot of we had trouble with technology last week. and I
Cyber
got
Monday, Robin, Cyber Monday.
It was. I forgot all about that. We got cybered out.
We got cybered out. Well, we're going to
Yeah.
repeat the call. Jim
Yeah.
Caldwell will be on our call this evening, which is really wonderful, talking about In Touch. And we have a few of our leaders that are going to step in and share. And we may have a special appearance from Santa Claus tonight with a special gift. So I'm going to be sending out a special email to everyone in the next day or so about a one-time only webinar from my coach, who is actually dramatically changed my life in the last 27 years. And she's offering a webinar for us on how to end the year strong. And that'll be this coming Friday. So it'll be at 10 a.m. on Friday morning, Mountain Time, 9 Pacific time. We will be recording it. So it'll be available for everyone. But if you're live, you can ask questions. And anything else?
No, I think that covered it. I was just because, I'm talking to more and more new people. Well, I can't say more and more. It's a constant flow. People are introducing me to their new prospects and such. And I really think the two most significant advantages we have to get the word out is number one, In Touch. It's a powerful tool. And number two, gifting. And those two things used hand in hand in sync are really, I think, all of our key to success. You know, it's talk to people, you know, use In Touch and offer them a sample. Say, hey, I'd be happy to give you a sample. But, you know, first I want to send you this short little 3-minute video. If that piques your interest, I'll be happy to throw a sample in the mail to you. So it's kind of baiting the hook. Hey, I'd be happy to send you a sample, but first, you know, I want to send you this short little 3-minute video. And if you watch that video and you'd like to receive a sample, I'd be happy to drop it in the mail to you. And we know that probably many of the people, they're going to watch that first video, they're going to watch that second video, and they're going to place an order before you ever get to the post office. You know, and some people, you'll get to the post, and they'll say, okay, they watch it, and you'll send them the sample, and it's taking 3, 4, 5 days to get there. You got 3, 4, 5 days to send them more videos, have more discussions, and there's a good chance they might become a customer or a distributor before the sample even arrives. But the sample is just a really cool way of engaging and committing them. Because, you know, if I'm sending you a sample, you know, it's just common courtesy. You're going to reciprocate by talking to me, by watching the video and such. So I just want to emphasize when you're getting new people started, how important it is for them to get grounded in the In Touch system. That's why I'm so delighted Jim's going to be on. He's going to bring from his own handheld, from his own iPhone, and walking us through the, you know, the basics of the system. And that coupled with the new sample cards, I think we really, 2021, there's no doubt it's going to be better than 2020, right? No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
In all dimensions, right?
You can only go up from here.
Nowhere to go is up. So that's all I had to say. Thank you.
And Jim's on tonight, Gregory?
Jim is on tonight, yes. 7 o'clock Mountain.
And another
Thank-
suggestion, Bella is making a request. If any one of her people in Washington State wasn't able to get the Elevita special, and if anyone's willing to sell it at the discounted price, she'd appreciate that. So reach out to Ravel Guzman, and you can find her in the Facebook group, and that would be great. So thank you, Michelle. That was wonderful. And I just wanted to give a quick update. Karen is healing. Last week was a rough week for several people in my life that were in extreme pain. Karen was one of them. Thank goodness for passing. Coach.
Can't hear you, Robin.
Another friend was hysterical crying, and I coached her husband on patching her, and she finally got relief and got to sleep. So, you know, what we have is so important, and really something that I like to share with everyone.
Robin, I think the other person on the line is causing you to not be heard. So if you can mute them.
There's something going on in the background. Not sure who that is.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on the thing. Well, we'll see you guys tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you all tonight.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.